Welcome, Gleno.
Thank you for having me.
Great to see you.
It's good to be here.
I took him through a workout today and he did really well.
I was a bit nervous, but it was fun. It was fun.
Good. I mean, you were brave. You came in with a shirt that said athlete, so that's a big step.
I didn't actually realise. I saw the Nike and then the athlete. I'm like, oh, that's a big dog thing to go into a gym.
It is, but it's good. So, look, I thought today we might just have a bit of a chit-chat about some of the things that our girls struggle with a lot.
Yeah.
And you may have some advice for them on how they can get around those things.
Hopefully,
so,
yeah.
Just a bit of a chit-chat. Now, number one, we are all about making girls, helping them to feel beautiful, unstoppable and fearless. And to us, that means, feeling beautiful inside out, feeling unstoppable with the support of a kick-ass tribe around them, and fearlessly going after life and living, which is great. Mm-hmm. But, along the way, there are parts of that are difficult to really embrace, and most of that is around food, which is your speciality.
Absolutely. It's a tricky area.
It's a tricky area. We teach our girls. We educate them, and we talk to them a lot about creating standards and principles rather than following strict rules and counting calories.
Absolutely.
But more often than not, people do get lured by the short, quick fix.
Absolutely.
Yes.
Absolutely. That allure of dieting. It's kind of like, we know that it's not going to work, but it is so appealing. There is always this pull towards it. So I talk to my guys about developing what I call dieting resilience.
Okay.
It's like that ability to you'll have that initial pull for the next big thing.
Yep.
And to be able to go step back and go, you know what, I'm actually on a really good path, following balanced principles, doing things in a sustainable way. I'm just going to avoid that because, as we know, sometimes being too extreme, it just backfires.
Yeah, and did you see that a lot?
All the time.
Yeah.
It is, people often come to me and, I do a lot in the psychology of food, and they talk to me about, Glenn, I'm starting to become obsessed with food. When I eat certain foods, I feel terrible about it, and that makes me eat even more. We call that the what the hell effect.
Don't we all? The what the hell effect, I love it.
Or I'm really bored with my way of eating. It's like it's getting me results, but I kind of hate it.
Yes.
We call that the angelic eating effect. You're trying to eat like an angel.
Yes. Women do that all the time.
Totally. And then there's another one that a lot of dieters get. And these are good ways actually to tell if you're in a bit too much of a dieting mentality. If this is happening to you, then you probably have, the allure of dieting has started to pull you in. The other one is that big forbidden fruit effect. We create this rule where you can't have a certain food. And, there's this rebellious teenager inside all of us.
But I want it.
Give me that goddamn food.
If I can't have it, I must have it.
Yeah. So it's, and I think that it's so important for you to be able to notice, because the next big thing will come.
Yes.
And it will be scientifically proven.
Love that line.
Maybe I should just veer from my path. But to kind of develop that dieting resilience, okay, you know what? I'm on a good path following something that's a bit balanced, a bit more sustainable, and a bit more life-enhancing, so you can be healthy and live your life at the same time.
Well, see, I love that, because one of the things I often talk about is when I'm considering a new diet plan or new eating strategy that comes along is, could I do this every day for the rest of my life?
Totally.
And if the answer is no, it's like, well, why am I doing it?
What's the point?
Yeah.
Start as you want to continue.
Yes, I love that. And is that, in your experience, because these short-term things, they can give you short-term results, which is kind of intoxicating. I
think of it as almost like, especially when I do a lot in weight loss, weight management.
Yes.
And people have this big pull to weight loss, and I think it becomes like an addiction.
Yeah,
you
that's
get
what it
addicted
is.
to that kind of
True.
feeling. But then when you are addicted to it, even if you do lose weight, and even if you look great, and even if the doctor says you're healthier, you're doing all of this stuff, and you're actually not, if you're talking about creating a sense of beauty and feeling unstoppable and fearless, if all of your life is sort of narrowly focused on this one area, then
you don't feel that.
You don't feel it.
Yeah, I love that.
And there is this, and you would see this all the time, a lot of fit, healthy people, but, feeling comfortable in your body and feeling, accepting of yourself is definitely more than just looking a certain way.
Definitely. And for many women, I feel like the important message too is that it's a work on, right? Like, you know, I still have days where I wake up and I feel like a bit frumpy, or I feel a bit bloated, or I've, you know, got spots. Actually got a few spots today, so I hope you like them. But you know what I mean? You wake up and you don't feel great.
Yeah.
And I think that happens to everyone. And is there some kind of trick you can use when you're in that down place of like, I don't feel good enough, I feel the F word, you know, I try and replace that F word fat with fun, because I think if you focus on having fun, you know, you don't have to worry about that one. But really, if when you feel like wake up not feeling good, is there some tricks people can use to get themselves out of that headspace and into a place of power? Yeah,
totally. And if you look at, you know, Libby, your body is like most people would kill for your body. But I think it's important for people to know that your body image, there's this big myth that the body image is just in the way your body looks. It's really, it's actually more about this.
Yeah.
And we're in this unfortunate situation at the moment where psychologists talk about a normative discontent with your body image, which means it's normal to not like what you look like.
Wow, that's interesting.
Yeah, and it's I don't mean to be too doom and gloom, but it's just because we've never been in a time where this thin ideal is so pervasive. It's just shoved down our throat all of the time.
Interesting.
So if people are having one of those down days, what I want them to do is practice a bit of mindfulness around their thinking.
Okay.
So basically these body critical thoughts are thoughts that you've learned from society.
Got it.
And we all kind of have them, so we all propagate
this one.
Exhibit A. Exhibit A. You know? Totally. And we know...
You look like that anyway.
Yeah, you look at us and you're like, oh my God, I don't look like that. I mean, it's a pretty simple process.
100%.
I don't look like that. Sell you the solution.
Yes.
Basic psychology, but
100%.
very, very powerful. And we know that if a woman looks at 12 images of the body beautiful, which you could do in a few pages here, your body image just goes like this and your mood goes like this. So what I want you to do, doom and gloom over.
Yeah, look, I'm feeling doom and gloom. Lift me up.
I want you to notice that those thoughts, they're actually just words in your mind, and they're just pictures in your mind. So don't try, and sometimes if you're feeling really bad, it might be too much to think positively, to go, oh, I look great, I feel great. It's too much of a stretch.
That. Body love is too far.
Too far, yeah. So let's just detach from some of the unhelpful thoughts. And a really good way to do this, it might sound a bit negative, but a really good way to do this is notice what you're thinking. It's like, oh, I'm really fat today, or I'm, you know, I can't wear that, it doesn't look good on me. And then just repeat the same thought to yourself. But before you do, say the phrase, I'm having the thought.
So I like that.
I'm having the thought that I'm fat today. I'm having the thought. I'm noticing that my mind is saying to me that I don't look great in this. And what we will do is it'll create that little bit of distance, because we're not our thoughts.
Yes. Okay, cool. I like that thought.
Yeah.
That's something we often don't think about. I mean, I attach to my thoughts often.
Totally.
You feel like your thoughts are you because like they're in you. Yeah.
And you feel like they're facts.
Yes.
And that is the sneakiest thing that our thoughts do, is that your thoughts convince you that they're true, and they convince you that it's you talking. Whereas a lot of this is just stuff you've learned over time. Okay,
interesting. So, for example, I wake up and I go, oh, I'm so disgusting today, I've got pimples. And then I go, I'm having the thought that I feel disgusting today because I've got pimples. Actually, it really detaches you.
There you go.
Straight away, I'm like, okay, well, I'm having that thought.
It's beautiful.
It's out.
When I do body image work with people, we get into the love your body healthy, but this is the first step. It's like, let's detach from all the criticisms which are clouding you from really seeing yourself as that beautiful, unstoppable, fearless person that you are.
I love that. Take the thoughts from here, put them down here, move forward.
Totally.
Okay, cool. So when those amazing intermittent fasting or you know, whatever, 500 calories a day or paleo or whatever comes along that is a huge thing that you can latch onto, or the shake diet, whatever that is, just leads you with lots of farts if you go a shake diet. That's all it gives you. Farts.
You're really low energy, angry at everyone, and you don't smell good.
No, so that's never a good place to start. But, you know, it's like if that comes along, resilient mindset. So building that strength around your mind to go, okay, that's something enticing because it seems a quick fix, but I'm going to have a resilient mindset and continue on the path of just choosing to be a healthy person and make a healthy choice at each meal.
And to help you do that, you can actually use that same mindfulness skill. It's like, oh, I need to go and do that. That 5'2", my friend lost 3 kilos in a week on that. Catch yourself saying it. It's not me saying it. It's not a fact. oh, I'm having the thought that my brain is kind of telling me that I should go and do that 500 calorie diet, but that's just 100%. A thought. And just detach from it the same way.
Okay, I love that. So resilience mindset, detach from your thoughts, whether it's about yourself, about your food, etc. I love that. Already that's super helpful.
Yeah, this has been a good little chat.
Good little chat.
I would go even further to say, if your goal is to become beautiful, unstoppable, fearless, just practice this because, mindfulness is a skill, like kicking 100%. A football. If you practice it over time, you'll get a lot better at it. And most of us, we don't do a lot of it at all. No. So the learning curve's like this. You'll get really, really good at it really quickly.
Totally.
If you're having a thought that is not helping you feel beautiful, unstoppable, fearless, just practice detaching from it.
Yeah, I love it. Practice and continue that. Practice makes progress.
Practice makes progress. And the reality is we have, psychologists would estimate we have over 3,000 fully formed thoughts every day.
Oh my goodness.
And a lot of them are not necessarily so true or helpful for us. But when a lot of people they want to try and work really hard to think positive.
Yeah.
If you just, get a bit of space from these unhelpful thoughts, all the positive ones will come flooding in. They are there, I guarantee you.
And that sounds easier to me than just creating positivity out of nowhere.
Absolutely.
I love it. How good is this guy? Thank you, Glenn.
Oh, thanks for having me.
Thank you so much. And I hope that helped you girls to start to feel empowered about your path to becoming beautiful, unstoppable and fearless, because you all are anyway, but sometimes all of us don't feel it. And it's just nice to know that it is a practice to gain control of this beautiful mind. So thanks, Glenn. You've got to have 2 things before you go. Buff 10. Yes, buff hug. Oh, I love it. And that's it.
All right, that's
You're good.
Thank you, guys.
See you later. Thank you.